Welcome to Australia.
Baz, historical fact, you very specifically set this in a period where the stolen generation and the bombing of Darwin are principal to the story. Do you start in this story by looking at what time period is going to accentuate the drama, or do you start looking at the drama and figure out what time period would accentuate that story?
The first impulse for me was two things. One, the love of this kind of sweeping romantic epic that could have high comedy, tragedy, action, drama. And two, it was always my next step, which is what is my own personal need that's going to sustain my journey. We asked ourselves a question, who will our children be? Where is their home? What is that home? And so began the idea of an epic that was about a personal exploration of Australia.
When Baz approaches you, he's still forming the script in his mind. How does he describe it to you, and what makes you want to sign on to it? What is the kernel of the idea that's attractive to you as an actor?
Before Baz speaks about the idea or the story, just the fact that it's Baz and Catherine Martin is probably something back then I would have leapt at, but now if he tells me he's doing a kids' children's party and we're going to tour it around, out of Mongolia, I'm in, mate, I'm in, Baz did explain, first of all, the ambitions of the piece, and pretty much what he just said to everybody here. And I just felt immediately I just have to be part of that. And I don't really care if I'm doing catering or acting. I just want to be part of it, because it is, forget the name of the film, forget where it's shot. Movies like that, with ambitions like that, to actually serve so many different things and to make a kind of feast of a movie that has something for everybody, they just don't get made. I mean, the types of genres that I participated in this one film, I'd be lucky to encompass in 5 years of acting.
What does he tell you in terms of playing a cowboy? I mean, it's a familiar character for a lot of moviegoers. You've probably seen a lot of cowboys growing up. What does he surround you with in terms of reference, in terms of guidance, and how do you create a performance out of all of these familiar images that are invariably swinging around in your head?
So it started with the writing. Well, I probably did about 7 months of work, whether it was going to Texas. I spent a lot of time down in Texas, upstate New York when I was shooting here. Then in Australia, Baz had set up an arena at the studio. I mean, it was the most unbelievable situation. You turn up for work as an actor and you go for a 2-hour horse ride to begin with. I mean, it's kind of like almost going on a cruise. It was sort of better than a cruise, So we were riding every day. There was also, I have to mention, I'm not going to do it justice, but the library, the Baz Library, which had been, after really researching the whole history of Australia, to understand how we're going to make an idiosyncratic image of an Australian drover or cowboy and how to make it different from those iconic images we've seen for all those years, you have to understand the whole history. You have to understand everything there's been.
What is the challenge for you as a production designer to put this show together when you don't have the control of the stage?
Well, it's a big logistical challenge. We had to get 20th Century Fox to sign off, even before they'd greenlit the film, on a $150,000 road before the wet, so months and months before we were even going to shoot, because otherwise we were never going to get the scenery in to the location where we shot Faraway Downs, because we needed a road that could withstand 35 semi-trailers just driving from Sydney over a 5-week period of time.
I want to thank Hugh, Baz, CM for coming, for making this film, and you all for sticking around for our question and answer. I'm sorry they have to dash off.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.